Have you heard the recent announcement of a $150, a $200, a $300, and even a $400 inflation relief check? Well, I know a number of you here in the community have heard about this because I've seen some comments rolling in down below in the comment section on previous videos from those of you here in the community asking, hey, what is this all about? Who's going to be included for this? Can I get this? And what are all the other details about this? Can you come back in a dedicated video and clarify this? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do here in this video, and I'm going to pop up this article on the screen in just a second so you can see exactly what this is and you can read for yourself exactly where this is happening. Now, I want to be fair with you. This is not including everybody, okay? Is that me being mean? No, it's me telling you the truth. It's not everybody, but there are millions and millions of people that will be qualified for this. But I do want to point out also some other details around what is highlighted here in this article as well, because this is classic, like classic stuff that we're seeing right here as far as what they're doing and who may actually be completely forgotten as a result of this. Not loving it, and I'm going to pop this up for you in just a second. All right, which, by the way, if you're enrolled in Medicare, seriously, you got to do yourself a huge favor. Make sure to call the trusted advisors right here with this phone number. They will help you with your supplement plans, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage, initial enrollment, whatever it happens to be. Seriously, a 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call could possibly get you significantly better coverages and maybe even save you a ton of money. Thousands of you here in this community have already called them, and a lot of you saving a lot of money. I've seen all the numbers. The average person is saving $1,100 from a short phone call calling them, which, by the way, that $1,100 is not guaranteed. It's just the average. Some save more, some save less. But even with annual enrollment coming up soon, if you call them now, you will jump to the front of the line. Seriously, call them. Give them a call, have them review your current situation, and just see where you're at and see what other options you have to save money and get better coverages. Totally worth asking. You never know what is possibly out there. Anyway, more on that a little bit later. All right, anyway, let's pop this article up for you right here, right now. This is it, and I'm going to talk through the details of this. All right, to clarify, New York is where this is coming out of, okay? I've had a lot of people saying, hey, I'm in Georgia. Can I get it? I'm in Alabama. Can I get it? I'm in Tennessee. Can I get it? I'm in California. Can I get it? All kinds of different states. Again, I'm just throwing out those states as examples. I know there's a ton of other states. Florida's another big one as well. Texas. A lot of people out there all across the country wondering what's going on and can I get this? Here's what it comes down to. As you can see right here in this article, okay, the governor of New York has come out indicating prices are too high. Inflation is too high. Cost of living is too high. Duh, where have you been the last several years? I mean, really? What kind of dumb statement is that? I'm sorry, but that's just the reality, right? We know this. It's because of their bad policies that all these prices keep rising. I mean, have they ever looked in the mirror? I mean, do these people own a mirror? That's what I want to know. These leader people across the country, right? The governors, the people in control, do they own a mirror and do they ever look at it and realize all this is happening because of their policies, because of what they have done, and we are the ones that are being affected by it. Okay, anyway, sorry, before I go off on a crazy rant here, I'm going to settle myself down, settle your body, right? Anyway, all right, I had to calm down for a second. Okay, but anyway, here's what it is. The state of New York, okay, New York is sending out these inflation relief checks. Now, it's not coming from the federal government. It is coming from the state of New York because they've basically collected so much tax revenue from sales tax, as you can see here in the article as well, that they want to give some of that back. A little tiny bit of it back, right? It's a little tiny piece. I don't know what this is going to do for anybody. But anyway, let me share with you the dollar amounts really fast here. Okay, so for an individual earning between... actually, let me start over. Let me start with a married couple. Okay, that's just easier because it's the sequence of the article anyway. Okay, a married couple earning up to $150,000 can get $400. A married couple earning between $150,000 and $300,000 could get $300. An individual earning up to $75,000 could get $200, and an individual earning between $75,000 and $150,000 could get $150. Sounds nice, but I'm going to be real with you. Is that really going to change the life of anybody? A $150, $200, $300, or maybe $400. Is that really going to help? Is that really going to do a whole lot for these individuals that are going to be getting it? I don't know. It might be like a week's worth of groceries or a couple days, but that's about it, right? It's going to be gone before they know it. I like the effort, but it's like way too small, way too late. I mean, nice try, but we're gonna call that one a whiff, right? I think that's what you call it, right? When you swing at a ball, like you're playing baseball, you swing at the ball and you miss. I think it's called a whiff, or when you're golfing, right? I think that's what it is. Anyway, I don't know anything about sports. I don't know if that's even a technical term, but this is what we called it when we were kids, right? Or maybe it's a biff. That's what it is, a biff. Or no, is it a whiff? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it's even a real word. Okay, anyway. Point being here, this is in New York, okay? So for those of you that have been wondering, like, hey, what's going on here? Is this happening across the country? Not happening across the country. It's one state that is doing this as of right now. But here's the deal as well. As you noticed in the article, okay, one thing I want to point out in the article, and this is like classic stuff that I mentioned earlier as well, it's this. If you notice at the bottom of the article, they said these would be going out later on this year, as in like later in the summer, early fall, is when these payments will be going out. But they're going to be basing eligibility on someone's 2023, you got it, tax return. Yeah, exactly. Tax return. Okay. Then the big question is always the same exact thing. What about seniors? What about people with disabilities? What about people that are low income that do not file a state tax return in their respective state or even a federal tax return? Well, unfortunately, just like many years ago, when all this money was being distributed in the form of all these other inflation relief payments through many different states, when the government was sending out, stimulus checks and stuff like that, if you don't file a tax return, they don't know that you exist for the most part. I mean, they know because they know everything about us. But when it comes down to this distribution of money, they're like, sorry, didn't get a tax return. Didn't know you were there. Didn't know you were qualified, right? So, classic how this works. I guess it is one metric to determine someone's eligibility because it has all their information and their actual income. So I guess we can see that, to be fair. But I don't know. It just seemed kind of funny, like, funny in that not funny way is what I mean by that is, oh my, look at this. They've got another check going out, but yet those people that didn't file a tax return, unless you jump through a bunch of hoops and pretend like you're a dolphin, going through flaming hoops and jumping over flaming hurdles, you might actually be left out on this, right? But not tax advice, not accounting advice, not professional or legal advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not your accountant. I'm not your CPA. But if you're located in the state of New York, and if you're low in income, and you typically do not file a tax return, you may want to look into it of filing just a simple tax return with your state. Again, not advice. Talk to your own professional. I don't know your situation. But it may be worth your time just to file a simple tax return, basically filling it in with all zeros, because if your income is low enough where you don't need to file a tax return anyway, it'd basically just be zeroed out because of the deduction, the standard deduction anyway, so it'd basically just be zero, but at least it'd be filed at that point, making you eligible. But I didn't dig into this too far to see, are they still accepting them? As in, would that make you eligible if you were to submit a tax return now, right? Again, look into it if you're located in that state. Yeah, anyway, hope this helps. But for those of you that are reaching out saying, I heard about these inflation relief payments, yeah, they're out there, but certainly not for everybody, right? In the state of New York. Anyway, hope this helps you. But again, just want to clarify this really quickly, let you know what's going on here. I'm going to keep you posted on it. And as I always say, I will bring you honest, accurate, reliable, transparent information. And I'm going to give it to you straight every single day in these videos. I know sometimes it's not the popular thing to say, but you know what? Being transparent and giving you actual factual data is way more important to me than sitting here saying, oh yeah, inflation relief checks all across the country. Why would I say that? It doesn't serve you, doesn't serve me. There's no point. Why would I do that, right? Anyway, just want to give it to you straight here. Otherwise, again, if you're enrolled in Medicare, seriously, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Give them a call. Seriously, this team of trusted advisors right here, they're waiting to help you. Give them a call. You don't have to do anything. All I'm saying is that just call them, have them review your current plan and your situation. Let them look around to see, hey, are there other plan options in your local area that could possibly get you better coverages and save you a ton of money? That's it. Even if you don't change anything, that's okay, right? But let them review your plan because you never know. 90% of seniors are on the wrong plan. It's a lot. 9 out of 10 people are on the wrong plan. Not a good position. You don't want to be in that position. Anyway, They will look through the 20+ thousand plans across the country, find you the best plan at the best price in the best coverages and the best fit for you and your personal situation, so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, the prescription needs if you have any at all, and they're going to find you what is best for you in your local area and hopefully save you a boatload of money as well. And again, totally free to talk to them. It's just like making any phone call and just asking questions. That's literally all it is. Let them review where you're currently at. Now, quick pro tip as well. Annual enrollment is coming in just a couple months. Few months. I'm going to say a few months, not couple, few months. It's not that far away. Honestly, it is not that far away. It'll be here before we know it. If you call them now, you'll be to the front of the line. You'll establish your position in the front of the line. You want to be there. You do not want to be at the back of the line for annual enrollment. They will be absolutely swamped. I'm going to be fair with you. They are going to be 100% absolutely swamped during annual enrollment. They're going to be busy. Right now, it's kind of a slow time of year. Take advantage of the slower time of year right now. Call them, ask them all the questions you want, get into their database, as in let them review your plan, where you're currently at, what plans and options you have, and they can review all of that. They can take the time and spend it with you now when there's things that are a little bit slower, because when annual enrollment rolls around, it's going to be absolute chaos, and there's going to be tons of people calling them and getting assistance. If you call now when it's not very busy, they'll have extra time, and they can just talk and just answer your questions and do whatever they can for you to help you out, okay? Point being is that, but because you've made that call and because you've established that communication before annual enrollment with this phone number right here, when annual enrollment rolls around, you're right there at the front of the line. Easy, right? Good stuff. Set that groundwork now, and just seriously, it's so important to do that because, I mean, your plan is pretty important, is it not? I think our coverages are pretty important, right? It could be detrimental if we don't have the right plan and the right coverages. All right, anyway, if you're new here, if you've not done so, please consider subscribing. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button down below. Check out the other nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand-selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a second. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. I hope this helps you, and I'll keep you posted. Have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.